All right, officially, this is the start of the Starfish Fantasy League, like podcast, I guess.
I guess you can call that podcast.
I don't think we actually thought of like a legitimate name for it.
No, at this point we're just.
All right, so draft starts in 4 minutes. The inaugural fucking draft that, of course, Ryan got the first pick for. Because of course, Ryan.
Somehow.
Fuck the universe.
The universe does not know.
I got 6 on the 18.
Evidently, the universe knew because I came up number 1.
Yeah, what if? Fuck you. All right, so let me try to get in this ESPN shit. Goddamn, minimize.
That's what I see right now. All we got is Steven, you, AJ, and me, and obviously Ryan is in the room right now, active.
Where's the full team list here of all of our
I have
in the league? Okay, here we go.
It's on the message board.
Bam.
It has a draft order on the message board.
Okay, so far, we have what's the draft order?
The draft order is on the message board. Going number 1 is Dude.
I really need to put more time
Platoon.
into learning this fucking website because
go underneath league and I'll have a message board.
Oh, okay.
And click on message board. I posted the draft order.
All right, so first pick in the draft is Doom Coon Platoon. That would be Ryan. Team Mike.
Just Mike.
Obviously, Mike. I mean, you're gonna have to come up with something in week 2, or at least by week 1. You gotta have something. Team your first name. We can't continue this.
Yeah.
Who are you?
There's like 4 of you. But all right, too a little, too a late. That's Dennis.
Who's also the commissioner, just so you know.
And okay. All right. Chris is coming in at number 4. Yo Mama, Bills, and Yo Mafia.
Not horrible.
Okay. It took me a second to. Okay.
Not horrible.
And then team. You know what, Jake? I'm gonna try your last name. I've never heard it pronounced. Actually, is it Leach? Lech? Leich?
Who knew?
We'll get clarification. But Jake is number 5. 6 is Devontae's Inferno. That's me, bitch. That's AJ. 7 is Team Keller. That's Landon, because fucking basic. My Dig's Tiny. That's the latecomer to the party here. That's Steven.
Another Bills,
That's up there for best name in the league right there. My Dig's Tiny. That's fucking hilarious.
T-1 minute till the draft.
T-1 minute. All right. I'm not even 100% sure who the fuck I'm going to pick yet.
Chris has now joined the draft. We got Steven already in the draft. We got Ryan, AJ, me. Still waiting on Landon and the whole boss crew.
All right. They seem to be picking up pretty far. They're like $40. So I'm not expecting too much.
30 seconds.
That's not bad, though, for Mike.
Oh,
because,
shit.
I mean,
All right.
you'd legit pick up way more on a $50 mic than you would ever think. Like,
yeah, it seems like it. All right. Yep. Ryan, fucking Doom Coon Platoon.
that's it. You know.
12, 10 seconds. The first pick.
You know you want to. You know you want to. Bum, 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 bum.
Do I want a player I want, or do I want a player I know other people want?
I mean, it depends on how much you want to be a dick, and if history
My favorite.
has anything to show. Yeah.
It's all about the money. It's all about the money, guys.
It's for some
Mike
people
has
it's not all
entered
about the money.
Mike has entered the draft. Number 2 pick is in.
Wait, the number 1? Oh, okay.
Number 2 pick is joined.
I thought you just said somebody pick. I'm like, fuck it, we don't even know who. I'm watching him making his pick.
No.
Oh. You know what?
Went with Josh Allen. Mike is
No,
now
you fucking
on
didn't.
the clock.
No, you fucking didn't. Let's go.
Woo!
Oh shit, Chris is going to be
Who would
furious.
know? Josh
He's still
Allen
on his
went
way.
round one, pick
He's
one.
the Patrick Mahomes of New York. What are we talking about?
He might wreck his car on the way over here, Ryan. Josh Allen with the number 1 pick. The first ever pick in league history is Josh fucking Allen. Oh, it's a spite pick. That's amazing.
Pick 2 is in. It was Cooper Kupp going to
Kupp.
Team Mike.
Not a bad pick. I mean,
No,
he's not going to get the same amount of targets, I think, as he got last year. Just considering they added Allen Robinson. But, I mean, the chemistry they got is what it is. Like, he's going to get upwards of 80, 90, 100 targets.
Right.
Least. Oh, shit. Chris is on the clock right now.
Chris
number
is
4.
on the clock.
He's shitting his pants right now.
Where is he going to go?
It's probably going to auto pick. I guarantee you, like, a cop pulled him over because he, like, ran into oncoming traffic or something. Like, he didn't hit anybody, but he, just, like, went over a sidewalk, clipped a small tree.
I was almost. Josh Allen is not on the board.
Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, wait, Jonathan Taylor? That's who? Hold on, what?
Too a little, too a late. To
That's who you
Jonathan
picked. You were
Taylor.
3, that's right.
Pick 3.
All right, motherfuckers are entering the chat now.
Yeah, for real.
Wow, Chris. I mean...
Just waiting on Chris.
Yo, we gotta fill this fucking dead air here.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Hold on, didn't we just talk to him last night? He was like, oh, I got a draft strategy.
Yeah.
I have a draft strategy.
draft.
Don't worry about me. I was like, did you do your homework? He's like, no, I know what's going on. I'm like, okay.
He's going to take a kicker.
Is time going to run out? Is he even paying attention? Does he know it's 9
He
o'clock?
took Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
Oh,
Oh, shit. Okay.
Good job. Good job.
All right, not a bad pick.
Solid
but
pick.
He kind of scares me as far as, like, as many touches as he gets. How long before Derrick Henry starts to go down and go down hard?
But Derrick Henry got half the year off last year, so he could be fresh and ready to go. And on top of that, their quarterback situation, they're going to lean heavy on the running back again. So, really not a bad pick. He's going to get the carries.
Yeah, not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. Now, this is all depending on what the fuck Jake does right here. He's got a minute 19 seconds left to make his pick.
Now, I have not seen him enter the chat. This may be best player available.
It might be. He did say he might auto draft. So
Yeah. Which in that case, it looks like it could be Christian McCaffrey, from what I see on the board.
That's another guy that's like I'm considering picking, but the injury concern.
To me, that's the second or third, maybe even fourth round due to the injury. Last couple seasons, he's been on IR. But when he's in the game, there's really, honestly,
now,
not
I'm
a
still
better...
questioning going running back when I got the wide receivers that are on the board, but
There's so much depth, man. You're gonna end up.
there
with
is
a
so
line
much
no matter
depth.
fucking what.
There is no bad way to go.
No, not on a league this small.
Yeah.
There's depth.
Yeah.
There's, but where
We got
we at?
20
We have
seconds left. I think this is going to be an auto draft.
It's going to be an
guys.
auto. It's going to be an auto, but he'll get a good player either way in the first round.
Oh, it's Jake, yeah?
Yeah.
He literally just texted me. He's still working on his truck.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Well,
we're about to find out in 4, 3, 2, 1.
And it's Christian McCaffrey.
And it's... Ooh, okay.
Not a bad pickup.
Right, not a bad
If he stays healthy. So, where is AJ going with this pick?
The problem was I thought somebody was going to take a running back earlier. I had a problem picking between Harris, Mixon, and Cook. It's kind of like pick your poison, really.
It's a tough one. There's a lot of good players on there. Which position you going with?
You know what? I'm going to go
with
with
the Raider?
the only connection I can think of, and Dalvin Cook's a Florida boy, so we're going to go Dalvin here.
All right. Can't go wrong with Dalvin, although, again, another one of those injury concern situations.
Son of a bitch, I didn't do my homework. Fuck!
Yes, he has not completed 2 full seasons the last 2 years, but
It's gonna be
when
interesting, people.
he's in the game, he is their whole offense.
God damn it. Speak up sooner, bitch. What the fuck?
This is a draft. I don't gotta speak up.
Ah!
Landon's in. Is
Fuck, Najee's got fresher legs.
I don't
God
see
damn
him
it.
in. I don't see him as joining the draft. So
He probably didn't jump in.
So
What an idiot.
This would be best player available.
Eckler?
Yeah.
I mean, growing up in the Bayou, he's not very familiar with the internet.
Yeah, he's
He's
not.
just recently discovered TikTok, and he's
Yeah.
very enthusiastic about sharing it.
Yes. Every morning, 5 o'clock. Yep.
5 a.m. Yeah.
It's good though. Wakes up and you have something to at least laugh to, I guess. Sure.
Hey, man, you ever seen this video of a clown murdering a dog? And it's just like, fuck, dude, this is the first thing of the day? Like, this guy sent me a video of someone with their face getting peeled off before, all right?
So we're sitting at
needs a hug.
45 seconds.
This fucker ain't in.
Yeah, well,
He's not in.
looks like Mike is having trouble staying in the draft as well. So
He might be,
now.
like, flipping back and forth waiting for his pick, though.
That is true. Round 2's coming up fast. Round 2.
Now, is Steven in? Did any... Oh, no one told Steven?
No, Steven's in.
Oh, he's in?
Yeah, he's in. He's
Oh,
in.
okay.
I
was about to say, I forgot Chris to tell him.
No. If you scroll up
tell
to the
Chris
top, Steven has joins right before Chris joined. So we're good. The only two in is the boss crew. So
Got you.
yep. And pick is in. Let's see. Oh, Austin Eckler. He's going to be really happy with that pick. That pick is just points. That's my. Oh.
Yeah, I had him last year. He was definitely.
And we also got a pick already. Justin Jefferson.
Ooh.
Jamar.
Oh! Back-to-back Justin Jefferson.
Oh, we
Chase.
went wide receiver. Look
Landon
at
coming
that.
in with Najee Harris. 3 back-to-back picks.
Wow.
Running back, wide receiver, running back. Were those auto picks? Is Steven?
No. Steven is a snake draft. So he had 2 picks in a row. So he went back-to-back with
That's what I'm
them.
saying. But the way
Is
the
Landon
picks
in
came
now?
No, it would have been auto pick. Landon just auto picked.
Yeah, okay.
That's
then, yeah.
why I'm asking. It all happened so quick. Did Steven have it ready, or is he on auto pick?
I think he had his shit ready. I think he knew what he was doing ahead of time. I think he just shit his pants because he got both of them. That's what I think.
Still on the clock.
And it can't be Devontae's Inferno without Devontae Adams. I think he's going to have a big year.
Great.
Reunited with his college quarterback. Chemistry's
Great pickup.
perfect.
And Alvin Kamara is off for. Oh, look at that.
He was actually number 1 on my draft board, but I thought I could get him, with my second pick. And thank fucking God.
And who is on the clock? It's
Derogi.
Back to Derogi. All right.
Where are we going now?
Bills in your Mafia on the clock. A minute 37
Where
seconds
are we
left.
going? Where are we going?
It's a 16-round draft here.
Where are we going? Can you guess? What does he take?
Honestly, I think he's probably taking Diggs.
Diggs?
Yeah, it's too high on the board.
He's probably Diggs is right there, right for the taking on his second pick. I can't
So
see
going
him
with
not
the
taking.
Buffalo connection? I could see
I
that.
can't see him not going Diggs. Although the fact that it's taking him this long
Means he's thinking.
Deebo Samuel!
Congratulations.
Wow.
Yeah.
You really did that. He's trying to prove a point. He knows you're trying to get him to draft Bills players.
Maybe. It's all right.
Wow.
And I went ahead and I took, Kyle Pitts. Went with
All right. It looks like Mike's still back in the draft now, so he's probably looking through Tyreek Hill.
Oh,
Not a bad pick. Not a bad
not a
pick there.
bad pick for Team Mike.
Jalen Waddle's definitely going to eat up some targets, as is Gesicki.
Yeah.
And they have a good stable of running backs, but I honestly
For
think
sure.
all that's just going to serve to help Tyreek get open.
I agree with that one.
Now, Ryan's got back-to-back picks here.
Now, what does he do?
Does he continue his fuckery, or does he get serious and start drafting? Oh,
He's got a serious
eyebrows
face on.
now.
He's got,
Oh, no, he's in the game now. He can't fuck around no
No,
more.
nope.
He's got to make up for Josh Allen.
You can't, well, I don't know. Josh Allen's going.
I have a sneaking suspicion he's going to separate his
Went
shoulder
with
in
Travis
week 2,
Kelce.
in week 2 or something.
Followed. All right, good job. Yeah.
All right,
I agree with that. That's a good pickup. Travis Kelce is the leading receiver the last 5 years. If anybody wants to know.
And then Mike Evans. All right. Ooh, shit. I'm coming up too. All right, Dennis, who you going with?
I'm working on that.
Now, do you want to just like really dig it into Chris and just select all the Buffalo players he wants?
No, I actually have a draft plan, so we're okay.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I went with Javonte Williams. Anybody? No. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out.
All right. So.
No word on Javonte Williams. All right.
I don't know much on Javonte Williams. I'm gonna be honest.
Javonte Williams
but
was the breakout rookie last year with Denver. I believe since they brought over the quarterback from the Seahawks, they're getting used to that. Javonte Williams is a game changer. So I took him.
Who do you go with?
He went with Joe
Mixon and Diggs go.
Wow, and Diggs goes to Jake. Wow, okay, all right.
Okay, so Joe Mixon goes to Chris. Diggs goes to Jake. CeeDee Lamb. That's no.
Where's
I think I'm gonna go Chubb here.
You went with Nick Chubb. That's not bad. Hey, look at Keller.
I think volume's gonna.
We went back-to-back running backs, guys.
It's a stable of running backs in Cleveland, but he's still gonna get the most of all.
Looks like Steven is back on the clock here.
That and I don't think they're gonna have much of a passing offense until Deshaun gets off his suspension.
That is
and
true.
Even then, how much is the chemistry gonna suffer? Because is he able to practice with the team or not?
Who? Repeat that for me. Deshaun
Watson.
No, he's got to stay away from the team. When you're suspended like that,
just from a chemistry standpoint, it's going to be a few transition weeks on top of that.
I
think the only
he didn't look good in preseason, guys. He looked horrible in preseason. Yeah,
right. It's been a lot of time. He's still got to get back in the swing of things. Like, not that he couldn't snap back, but it's going to take him a minute, and I think that's going to benefit with Chubb. And then DeAndre Swift for Landon. Swift's one of your guys, right?
DeAndre Swift is either
is
a home run, but he also has an injury history. But he's a home run hitter. This is in this stage. Oh, Saquon Barkley here with the pick as well. But Swift himself, both of these running backs, Saquon Barkley, DeAndre Swift, like we're talking about two running backs that have been injured, but they can also break the game.
A crazy ceiling.
Yeah. So it's not a bad pickup per se. So and. Back on pick 25. So let's see where we're going from here. Steven's on the clock. We got 1 minute and 20 seconds left. And this is a pretty good draft so far. Everybody's picking, I think, pretty smartly. Oh, went with Travis, Etney, and then CD Lamb to Team Keller on the auto draft. Okay.
So Etienne, so what? To Steven?
Yeah. Etienne, sorry, not Etney.
Damn, dude, Steven's fucking killing it.
Steven has a good pick so far.
CD Lamb to Landon.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Now.
He's on my Madden team.
Ooh, and if you don't know, it got really quiet.
I'm struggling between Keenan Allen and T. Higgins here. I'm really struggling.
Are you trying to ask for help here? Because no one's giving you help. Sorry, you got to make a pick. It's one pick. You got to pick.
I know, but it's.
We got Super Bowl champion team.
Let's go T. Higgins.
Oh, okay.
I'm going T. Higgins.
And then we had Leonard Fournette right after that. And
I think they're going to have a pass-heavy offense this year. And then Leonard Fournette in Tampa Bay. Isn't he another injury risk? Or no?
Who?
Fournette.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Not to mention he entered training camp 30 pounds heavy. So, yeah.
That's probably Chris.
Nope, that's
probably the food.
Yep, that's the food. It should be.
Damn, poor Chris.
Oh, that's okay.
He's got to be getting here within the next 15
But
minutes.
he's on the clock right now with a minute and about 15 seconds left. Let's see where he goes. Boom, 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 boom.
All right.
What we do.
Good. Once again, Chris is doing this while driving, so this
Be
is an
safe.
outlaw fantasy draft right now.
Be safe, Chris. Be safe.
Or no, allegedly. He's allegedly
Allegedly.
driving right now.
He may be pulling over every pick, so
I think he's just timing the stoplights where he has to stop during his pick.
it could.
That's definitely what's happening.
And we are waiting.
Still going.
Oh, he's
Chris
really
might
into
have
this.
left the chat.
He's really into this.
Oh, here we go, Keenan Allen.
With Keenan Allen, look at
Not
that.
a bad pick. I just didn't want to find myself rooting for a dude that I really need to not have a good year this year as a Raider fan. So I didn't want to give myself a conflict of interest.
Oh, McLaurin.
Yep.
Okay.
I thought he might go a little bit later, but Scary Terry did prove himself last year. So,
For sure.
Bert Derogi's back in the draft, but Mike is on the clock. 1 minute, 40 seconds left.
For sure.
Probably going wide receiver right here. There's a fuckload.
And then
Oh, and then Coon Platoon's coming
got
in.
2 picks.
Have a sneaking suspicion Jalen Waddle's going off the board with the next pick if Mike doesn't take him.
Yeah, it's sneaky, but possible.
Ain't much sneaky about it. Yo, Dolphins fans, he's a bad motherfucker.
Yeah,
Of everybody
he had a hell of a rookie year, and I mean, like, things weren't going well for Miami last year, and he had a fucking amazing rookie year.
So far of everyone on my team, on my screen right now, that's the one I would pick. It's probably Jalen Waddle, because right now on the next projected, Mark Andrews, DJ Moore, Aaron Jones, Cam Akers, AJ Brown, Michael Pittman Jr., Cortland Sutton, Deontay Johnson, and then Jalen Waddle.
Well, remember, he's got 2 picks here, so it really depends on his draft strategy there. So, I mean, he could, but at the same time, he could really round out his team here in the next 2 picks.
I mean, very well. Is there a screen where it says what everybody's got drafted right now? Like as far as
We're sitting at 25
position,
seconds for
by
Team
position.
Mike.
Yeah. Wonder who's he gonna go with, man. That's coming right down to the end.
He's
Yeah.
joined and left and joined and left.
I think he's really certain.
It says he's left right now.
Yeah.
He might be auto drafting on
He
this
may
one.
be auto draft, so it may be best player available.
You could have hit skip, Mike, you bastard. The suspense is killing me.
Be best.
And here we go.
Aaron
Jones, Green Bay.
Good pick. Good
Aaron
fucking
Jones,
pickup,
yeah.
man. That's a solid running back pickup.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So where are we going with these 2 picks? We got 2 picks.
Let's see.
Oh, it's starting to get intense now. You gotta know your football for these rounds.
I think I'm gonna take Waddle.
I'm gonna
I think
take Waddle.
it's a solid wide receiver move.
That is, I mean, he's going to be open. There's no doubt about that.
Your boy's a fucking fortune teller over here. Look at this. What'd I say? What'd I say?
It's a given. Ooh, he's got one more pick. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going?
Now, what do you think the over-under on a defense or a kicker being drafted before round 10?
It just depends on your draft strategy. I mean, kickers can either make a ton of points or no points. So, I don't know. To me, it's not that high on my
I mean,
draft
if you get a
board, but
kicker
it's
on a
possible.
shitty team, yeah, that guy can be a gold mine for you. But
Those couple points will make or break your, they can make or break your team. So you don't want
They
a bad, but I mean, you could have a bad team with a good kicker because your offense ain't going to score touchdowns, but they'll score 3 points.
Right.
So it kind of, you have to play which one you're trying to do. So, or you just have the good kickers like Baltimore's kicker,
Tucker.
I mean, that's just going to score their points every year. But I mean, there are games where their offense just scores touchdowns, and you're going to get single points for every kick, every extra point. So
Coon Platoon still on the clock with 40 seconds left.
Yeah.
After that, once again, we
he
got
must
Mike.
be really looking into
Team
this.
Mike, too a little, too a late. Bills in your mafia.
Honestly, I'm surprised
I'm gonna
that
keep saying-
Andrews is still on the board at tight end.
That's well. There's only been one tight end taken.
And that's where I'm at.
Two. Travis Kelce was taken too.
Right. That's
So,
why I'm.
Which you have to know, he can also play flex.
Right.
So that's something that's to keep in mind.
So Mark Andrews goes with the Doom Coon platoon.
Yep.
Mike may or may not still be auto drafting. They said he joined the draft twice and then left it and then joined it again. I don't know how he joined an already joined draft, but I don't know. Maybe tap dancing. See, I knew as soon as a tight end went off the board, tight ends were gonna start flying off the board. Because of course everybody forgot. Oh yeah, let me fucking grab that real quick.
Like I said, I was surprised Andrews was still on the board like that.
I like Andrews. He's just, I don't know.
I think he's fucking consistent. Like
consistent, yeah, but I just like I guess a little speedier tight end.
For sure, but I mean, when you've got Jackson, you have more mobility than most, have. You don't need
right, because he can get open from different angles because Jackson's rolling out to the side, so that you're not approaching the defense in a traditional angle at that point. So
I feel like it could play to the advantage.
Very sure-handed, great at blocking, but as far as fantasy points go, blocking doesn't translate.
Yep.
All right, so who's on the... All right, so we got Chris DeRogie. Oh, A.J. Brown getting picked up by too late. I'm going to keep fucking that up. That's like a tongue twister. All right, so Dennis, what was your reasoning for picking A.J. Brown here?
Well, I mean, you go over there to Philadelphia, and yes, they have the first-year All-American out of Alabama, but I do believe A.J. Brown is that high pointer, the one you're going to throw the touchdowns to. And in this game, touchdowns is everything. Yards is great, but he's the one you're aiming for in the end zone. And with somebody like who they just lost in draft and trade, and that kind of thing,
I forget the guy's name, but
getting A.J. Brown in there is just, for Philadelphia, it's going to be great, especially with a quarterback like they have that likes to throw deep and move.
And also, you got to think, with Devontae Smith still coming on in his own development, they're going to need somebody as that bridge player until he gets there. Like with Ruggs, his first year, he was fast, but he was dog shit.
Well, Devontae
that
is
first
your
half
deep
of the
threat.
second year, he started to actually get the tools, and he started to come on quickly. Devontae might just need a little bit more of that, a little weight taken off of his shoulders so he can kind of grow a little.
I mean, Devontae's your deep threat. He don't even weigh 200 pounds. A.J. Brown is your high point, your catches. And in this league, catches matter. So that's going to be touchdown and catches.
1 point per catch, and then what's it? 1 point per 10 yards?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, man.
So we are in almost halfway
Chris,
through
and
the
then an
fifth
auto pick.
round.
Chris auto picked, then me. We got 10 more seconds. I think Chris is fucking auto picking too at this point.
Possibly. I haven't seen him actually in the
He's
chat.
probably just driving here pissed off, like, God damn it, motherfucker, they took Darren Waller.
Yeah, I think that's...
Oh, you dirty...
door waited for 3
You
seconds left.
dirty cunt, you took Darren Waller. Hey, he took Josh Allen, not me, you fuck.
I was wondering
What are you doing?
That's great.
God damn it.
That's great.
There's no good tight ends left, really.
There's plenty of good tight ends left. What the
Yeah,
fuck you talking
suck
about?
my dick.
Wow. No, we are talking about football players here, guys. We are talking about football players.
Yeah.
Now.
Stick out your mouth.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
I was literally waiting outside for 45 seconds.
Where are we going, guys? Where are we going?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Kind of decided. So I got 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers already. So I'm trying to get something outside of that. But y'all fucking took all the good fucking tight ends.
Well, you have to get there first, man. That's what drafting, having
You
a
know
draft
what?
strategy is all about.
I'm gonna go ahead.
I'm looking at the tight end list. There's 4 I'll still take right off the rip.
The guys are gonna start flying off the board as soon as this position
Yeah.
is taken. So I'm gonna go ahead and
Shore
start
up-
this fucking
Shore
avalanche
up your
here.
tight end position.
I'm gonna go Lamar Jackson.
Really? You went with
Third
Lamar
pick.
Jackson playing on a no contract for next year, betting on himself. Okay, I can see that.
I like the spunk.
Michael Pittman
Listen,
Jr.
if there's
going
any-
to Team Keller. That's not bad.
It's
Justin
not bad,
Herbert.
Nick.
Justin Herbert going to my Diggs Tiny. Look at that.
He's having a really fantastic draft. I gotta.
Yeah,
say.
it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid.
No, going back to the Lamar Jackson thing. At what point in the year did you realize betting on yourself is really starting to fucking work for all of us? I'm going with the guy that's betting on himself.
Yeah, that's true.
Second QB off the board. That first pick, Hall of Fame first pick. Josh Allen for the first pick of the draft.
Tiny is
I lost my fucking mind.
I was waiting for Dennis to take him first round.
I wonder what Steven's going to do with his second pick. We're waiting on that. We're waiting on the. Oh, and he must be looking too because first one. Oh, TJ, how you went with tight end?
Oh, I feel like it might be a little bit of a reach for that specific tight end, but
maybe a little bit.
Stacked.
But he does have really good games, and he's pretty solid as far as getting consistent points.
James Conner, that's not a bad pick.
Not at this round. Not at this round. He has, injury history as far as going back to Pittsburgh.
Though, you have Goff thrown to him at quarterback.
Goff can throw to a tight end. Okay.
All right.
He just can't throw to a receiver without a pick. But
a
tight end, he's good.
If he doesn't fumble the ball.
I got a guy right here. I think bad team, bad quarterback situation last year. Coming on to a new team. Coming off a Super Bowl. Going to Allen Robinson II. I think playing off opposite Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp's going to draw a lot of attention next year, and someone's going to eat because of it, and I think Robinson's going to be it.
You got two number ones on the same team. Depending on the game, both of them will get good catches.
My wide receiver core right now is pretty nice.
Yep.
Pretty nice. Only what fucking tight ends are even left? Jesus. Alright, I'm just going to give you guys a rundown of who... You said Cole Kmet wasn't in the league. Motherfucker, he's right here.
I know. I was going to take him, but then I decided not to. So
you tried to trick me like that?
Yeah, it was on the
I wasn't even going to pick him, motherfucker. I was just suggesting that.
But you were talking about a player that I wanted.
No, this motherfucker's favorite
I didn't
show,
know Kyle Pitts was going to come to me.
This motherfucker's favorite show is How I Met Your Mother, and we're trying to think of team names. I'm like, How I Met Your Mother? And he's like, no.
I'm on the clock. I'm on the clock.
You've been on the clock.
I've been
Lying
on the clock.
bitch.
You've been on the clock over a minute. Come on,
yeah,
man.
we got Dalton Schultz, Dallas
what?
Goddard, Zach Ertz, Dawson Knox, Cole Kmet,
I ain't going all that.
Hunter Henry.
Taking the go.
Which was Aaron Rodgers without Devontae Parker and no real means of a replacement.
I think
wide receiver.
Devontae Adams.
Listen, sorry, guys.
There's only one true Devontae right now, and that's fucking Adams, and I will stand on that.
I think he'll be all right.
Parker's nice, but he ain't got the juice.
All right.
Joe Burrow.
All right.
Yep. I had to
Joe Burrow, not a bad pick. Once again, building on the chemistry that he already has with
He's
Jamar
got
Chase.
solid wide receivers, good running backs, and they added linemen to that line. He's going to be protected. I'm going to take the Super Bowl quarterback.
And I kind of need him to go off this year to make T. Higgins worth that pick.
Man, look at Derek Carr way down there. Woo. Okay. Well, we all know where Derek Carr is going to go because no one's going to get him.
Why are you talking shit?
No one's talking junk. I'm just saying
Why
that's
are you
where he's
talking
rated.
shit?
He's rated 150.
All right, whatever.
Okay, I'm just saying.
He might be a free agent after this draft.
Wow, guys, the disrespect.
I'm
I'm not gonna come in convince too hard and be like, "Hey guys, pick my guy." But no,
Yeah, AJ will take him.
I just pick him up, put him on your bench whenever you're starting.
Oh, he won't go undrafted. I can guarantee you that. There's 16 picks.
Yeah.
If I get to pick 16 and Derek Carr is still there, you think I'm not taking him? You're out of your mind.
So, who's got the next pick? We got Team Mike.
It's iffy on whether it's an auto, although he does seem to take a little bit on his picks. I don't know whether it's phone troubles or he's just really a thinker.
But then after Team Mike, we got 2 picks back to back.
Fucking Coon Platoon again. I'm really jealous of the 2 picks back to back. That's
It's
first
nice.
or last. Like
It's
I
nice.
said, I would have rather been 8 than 6.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but it's fine. I mean, you have
Because
you have that
look
comfort.
at the 2.
It's comfort is what it is.
So
Well,
he
you
still
can
has.
kind of. I feel like tandem your picks a little bit. Like, oh, well, I missed on that a little bit, but I can make it up here. And I can lead on this and have a better jump on it.
Well, it's like, all right, you got the first pick, and you started with Josh Allen, and despite that,
Mike has entered 3, 2, 1. Let's see if he made the pick.
J.K. Dobbins going off the board.
Not bad. He's coming back. He's the starter. You know, he was injured last year, but I think this year he's got it.
But yeah, so you got the double
He's
pick
also
with the first
Lamar's
pick.
safety net too. As
Of
well,
course,
you know.
little dump off, swing
But
pass, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, with the certainty order, who else has a fucking super stacked team right now? Tiny Diggs. I mean, this guy has been killing it on this draft right now. The Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase picks blew my
that's
fucking brain
Steven.
apart.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, we've been talking about Steven the whole time.
Yo.
He's made some pretty good picks.
Oh, I know. He's
Bravo! I don't think I met him, but bravo!
I did fantasy
no.
with him the last 3 years, and he's always came first, second, third in all of our leagues.
No, he earned the name Tiny Diggs today. He's been drafted immaculate.
For sure.
J.K. Dobbins. So we another minute left.
Who's Dune Platoon though?
That would be the person sitting right next to you.
Shit.
Toon Coon Platoon.
I did not look
That
at
would be
any
right.
of these names.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I
your
remember
problem.
Tiny Dicks.
He's
though.
the only
That's
one
your
that
problem.
can.
Just because we were fucking with it.
In fact, we can only say Dune Coon Platoon because Ryan says it's okay for us to say.
Yeah.
So I get the free card then.
No. Just for this one thing. Just for this one thing.
Oh, just
No,
for
no,
this
no,
one thing.
no.
Okay.
This is the first episode. Do not get us canceled on our first fucking
Yeah,
episode.
for sure. We're
We're not Chappelle. We can't have a Clayton Bigsby
Went with
sketch
Mike
yet.
Williams.
Yeah.
Mike Williams.
Mike Williams.
I
You
feel
know,
like
solid.
gonna be consistent.
Solid.
Got a quarterback to throw to.
Definitely somebody that when one of your players is out, you feel
Right.
comfortable putting him in.
I
He
feel
wouldn't
like
be a
if
starter
Keenan
for me, but off the
if,
bench,
Oh, yeah.
not a bad pickup.
Keenan Allen's double
next?
covered. He's gonna toss it down to Mike.
That's right. All right. Dude, waiting on the second pick.
Fucking dead air here.
Is Judy
Yeah.
gonna have a season with Russell Wilson?
It's quite possible. That's one of those
He
up in the
may-
air thing.
Right. His
But
his big
he's only had
problem.
an 800-yard season and a 400-yard season. Right?
But he hadn't had the
Here's
quarterback.
the thing.
Right, but
That's the thing.
that's what I'm saying. Do we think
He's a-
1,000 yards?
It was
Yeah,
the same.
for
right on
sure.
the top end, but it drops problem. It's just like the Cooper thing. It's
Right.
like, yo, if he catches the ball, he's a dangerous
I
man.
think,
But that drops problem can fuck you.
but a good quarterback can fix that. You've always seen a good quarterback
Sure.
can fix the drops problem.
And Russell Wilson is a
The
fucking
best.
quarterback. Yeah.
It's hard
Top
to
5,
beat, but
Easily.
Better than Josh Allen.
I mean, Broncos
He's got a
country,
Super
let's
Bowl,
ride,
guys.
I guess.
Deal with it.
Josh
Oh, for
doesn't.
sure.
But like,
And he's gone to
eh,
multiple Super Bowls.
What are we talking
Ooh. And we got
Yo, actually-
35 seconds left.
Just so that can't be used against me later, I'm going to. There needs to be some punishment for me as a Raider fan for saying Broncos country, let's ride. I apologize to any of Raider fans that were offended by that horrible fucking slur that just came out of my mouth. That was disgusting.
We went with Josh Jacobs. Oh, another
You're a piece of
another
shit.
cut. Another cut.
Although,
Yes, you will, for sure.
You have receivers that now have to be accounted.
Okay, went with Bills
I think he's
defense.
gonna have a good
to
year, but
Mike.
also
Bills defense is
McDaniels
off the
might be a little
board.
pass happy with the weapons that he has on his offense.
Maybe I think it's still
It's-
easy. I think it's still easily attainable a 1,500-yard season. It is. It really is.
I think so. And shit, I fucking hope so.
But
I would love for
I
that
think
to be
you're
a
going
great
to see
thing.
a ton more offense, like in more teams this year.
Did
I
he
think-
just pick or auto draft the Bills defense?
I think he picked it. I
Oh,
already got my
Mike.
selection right
oh my,
here.
No. And Elijah Mitchell going to Dennis. I actually saw that pick coming. He gave me a little snippet about this
And
guy.
Bill's
the other night.
Mafia
And-
in your mama is taking Jaguars' #1 receiver.
That's not
Which
Jag-
defense is that?
That's Pittsburgh. Oh no,
Christian
wait, no.
Kirk. For
Christian
this
Kirk, never
for this
mind.
area, it's a
I
good
don't
Deontay
think
pick.
he
Johnson
was,
coming in.
But
for
Christian
Jake
Curtis
Scott.
right now
This year,
is an
obviously.
overpaid receiver reset the wide receiver market, and we'll see how it shakes out for the Jaguars.
Jaguars paid for him to be a number
But-
one receiver, so I expect number one receiver.
For the auto
production
pick,
out of him.
Deontay Johnson
your
going
whole
to
offense has to perform so that
Deontay Johnson going to
somebody
round
can
7
have
is
that
like a
90 season.
good pickup for the auto pick, to be honest.
Not that they're completely incapable. It's just it's very sporadic. That's what's crazy to me is like the shift in how many teams could be 30 40 point teams.
Dalton Schultz, well, probably so because the way the Cowboys have shaken out, they don't have a wide receiver outside of CeeDee Lamb. So I do believe a lot more is going to go filtered into Dalton Schultz. But also at the same time, the way that they're going to run their, if you have two weapons, they're going to cover him, but he'll will have a lot more targets. So not a bad pickup.
Well, they'll have two weapons, but I also think a lot of it's going to be pretty run heavy. They got a good running stable.
Why did he go with the Packers? That's the first pick of Stevens that I kind of question. The Packers defense.
Yeah, but if you're going to go by what people are saying about whose defense is what, they're going to rant and rave about the Packers fucking secondary. That's what's going to fucking happen. You know it.
Yeah.
I know it. They're not going to give... They never give Miami the respect they fucking deserve. They do the same shit with a handful of teams. The Packers defense is good, but no, it's not everything that everyone
coming in with a
fucking touts
pick.
to be.
Justin Tucker to fucking Tiny Diggs,
First
man.
kicker off the board.
First kicker off the board, and the best one you could pick. Gotta admit.
Where we go now?
Where do we go now?
AJ's on the board. That's why it got silent, guys. Don't worry about it.
I think I'm. You know what?
He's
I think I'm
thinking.
gonna go with Breece Hall.
Oh, he went with Brees Hall. Went with a rookie. I think that may be the first rookie taken. Anybody see a rookie taken besides that?
It's not as
It
far as
may
I
be
know.
the first rookie taken.
Round 8. Zach Wilson just got injured. Breece Hall, according to what I've heard, is killing it in preseason and training camp. Fuck it. I'll waste an 8-round pick on him. You know what I mean? For my, running back 3? Throw him in the flex, something like that. We'll see. I don't... it's an auto draft, but Ezekiel Elliott to Jake.
Yeah, but I mean,
I just
to be
think
honest,
Zeke's on the
this
decline,
round,
man.
it's round 8. That's not a horrible...
It's not a bad pick. It's just...
He puts up
I
numbers. He
think
gets touchdowns. Let it go.
If you're going to be fantasy,
And
that's all
Chris
you're
is
after.
back on the clock.
Yeah.
We'll wait patiently. But we will see.
Oh, I'm not worried about any of that. I just think...
Where's
Zeke
Chris
himself
gonna
is
go?
on the
Oh, he's
What
for
do you
sure
got,
not what
Chris?
he was.
I
What's
feel
going
like
on in your head?
1,000
scores-
yards, probably.
He's got that Buffalo Bills hat, so they're obviously nothing. But,
Yeah. We're having
That-
2 separate conversations at the same time on the podcast right now. We
We'll stop.
need to bring this together here.
I was talking
Now, I have a good guess as to what Chris is
45.
going to do, but he has surprised me on many a pick so far,
many of it.
especially with taking Darren Waller, that son of a whore.
You know what?
Drum roll. We'll see where we're going.
Which I heard good things from him from Houston.
True.
He is going to be, from what I've read and see from the news, he will be running back 1.
Somebody's phone.
That might be mine. Shit.
Let's see where we're going here. I'm Dennis on the clock. I'm actually on the clock, so we're going to take a minute. We're going to really go through some things.
Yeah, a minute 30 left.
What have you drafted, man? Let's see what you got.
I think I'm going to do this because I do think, thanks to my good buddy Chris here, I do believe he's going to have a better year. And since he's going to be the best wide receiver, because he convinced me, I'm just going to take him.
Oh, damn, that was actually...
Yeah, I knew. I fucking knew it.
It's a good, to me, like, that's a good...
No, that's a good,
Yeah.
not star receiver. Like,
Yeah.
He's got to keep in mind, Diggs is going to be double covered most of the time. Look at the Kansas City Buffalo's divisional round game
Yeah,
last year.
he had a really good game last
4
year.
touchdowns.
Right, well, if you can be the guy who when you can get him open and
Ooh,
fucking
DK
utilize,
Metcalf.
that's it.
DK Metcalf going to Mike. Pick 7 of round 8.
I don't know if
Who's
I
throwing to him?
Gino.
Geno or
either
Lock.
or
Geno
Lock,
starting.
yeah.
Geno Smith is starting. The only thing I can say
That's
about Geno
the
Smith.
only reason I didn't jump on Metcalf last time around.
Right.
Agreed.
It's
Who the
quarterback.
fuck's throwing? Metcalf's a freak. Like he's a monster.
If Russ was
but-
still there, I would have went Metcalf.
right, because consistency would be there. You have a quarterback to put it in his hands. There's going to be something.
Team Mike went with Metcalf. That's interesting. That's interesting.
What do we got left here?
Who is on? Oh, it is.
So the highest
We got a
ranked player
double
left
pick
on the
going.
board is Cortland Sutton. He's still on the board. Not the highest projected fantasy points, but honestly, I'm surprised more
That's right.
like more quarterbacks and shit haven't been taken yet. Like there's only been 2 or 3 all drafts so far. We got a lot of wide receiver talent left though.
A lot of wide receivers.
We got Cortland
Still some
Sutton.
good running backs left too.
Cortland Sutton's out there. Marquise Brown is out there. Chris Godwin's out there. Miles Sanders is out there at running back. I mean, that's the great thing about an 8-team league is every team is going to be fucking loaded to the gills with talent.
That is true.
Okay, Kyler Murray's still on the board. Just signed the second most lucrative contract in NFL history. Still up for grabs.
Let's just say he babied his way into getting that. Okay.
Yeah, it was just weird how that whole thing came around, like with the
Clyde Edward-Helaire went off the board.
Kind of round out the running back room.
Not a starter,
No,
but definitely a rotation.
rotation.
Yeah, definitely a rotation. Maybe a flex.
Right.
I feel like
Matchups,
he would have his certain matchups where he would pop. I think not really the guy you're looking at every single week. Back on the board again.
Yep, another pick. Where are we going?
Holy shit! There's still a lot of wide receivers on the board. God.
There it is. Yep. And like if you get this is where you have to know your wide receivers, have to know the teams really well. Who's going to be that guy that gets a couple of games in the year that are just phenomenal. Dead time. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh man.
Oh, Tom
Huge
Brady.
names,
Look at
though.
this.
Tom Brady.
Wow.
He's now off the board. I didn't even think about Brady. The fact that ESPN
Like, yeah, there is too much points sitting there right now for me to not take this pick.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. Tom fucking Brady was still on there. I'm surprised ESPN wasn't kissing his ass and
Right.
putting him
That's
as the
why
number
when I
one.
got down there and he was below Prescott, I was
It's like, wait a minute,
What?
really?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
He
fucking
was
crazy.
he was pretty low. He was pretty low. I'm not gonna lie. He was pretty low on that. I looked at that earlier. I was like, woo. So, and I dare anybody to tell me who Pat Fryermuth is. Anybody heard of him from last year? No.
Fryermuth? Yeah. Is that a rookie?
He was a rookie last year. Yes.
Oh, he's a rookie last year.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I don't know.
But I do believe with their quarterback situation, especially with the rookie quarterback or Mitch playing, that tight end will get some more hits, especially with wide receivers Deontay Johnson and Chase Claypool having that reliable tight end in the middle, who has some speed, by the way. Would be great.
Still a couple tight ends on the board. We got Dallas Goedert, Zach Ertz, Dawson Knox, Cole Kmet, which fucking Dennis lied to me about and said he was out of the league. Piece of shit.
Well, he was over mine. I was one of the tight ends, that second tight end that, I may have wanted to draft. I'm not going to give any kind of... Not that. I mean, I'll give you players that are good that I didn't plan to be on my team.
Yeah.
So where we
It's
going,
hard
guys?
to talk about
I
this
got
shit
23
and then
seconds
not
left.
give people ideas of players you might want to draft. It is so fucking difficult.
Yep.
We should have thought of some questions or some shit to be asking right now.
Man, you don't need to take all 2 minutes just because 2 minutes are there.
Right,
I feel like
Chris?
in the moment,
Damn.
it's gonna be whatever. So
He's getting us all.
Take another
Cortland
receiver.
Sutton. There we go. So
Gordon Sutton finally off
wow,
the
he took
board.
a
Yeah, I
Denver
was-
Bronco.
I did take
Ooh,
Well,
Denver
quickly
Bronco.
followed by Jerry Judy. So Broncos are now
Wow.
off the board,
all Broncos receivers.
or at least the good ones.
At least the good ones. Where we go from here?
Shit, man.
Where do we go from here? Team Inferno.
I need to work on getting defense and a kicker going as well.
Yeah, defensive kicker. You can. Those are. I mean,
Running back.
you can literally.
We'll get those later on.
Yeah, I mean, even free agency wise, there's going to be 16, starters. So I mean, it's not. I mean, you can do what you want, but draft strategy.
You know.
But there is some good.
All right. Fuck it.
Hunter Renfro.
Hunter motherfucking Renfro.
Hunter.
Wow.
Motherfucking
Well, I guess you
Renfro.
got to have some kind of.
Whatever,
Yeah.
dude. So now that we have Devontae Adams, which is the true Devontae, Darren Waller, and Hunter Renfro, all in the receiving corps.
Yeah.
Like, basically last year it was Renfro and Waller, and
Oh,
that was...
Oh, we're talking about your team now. Okay.
Okay, that was about it. Hunter still got off for 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
So I think it'll open up a little bit more for him.
But you
He's a
also got to
master
share
route runner.
touches now.
I understand that, but it's not like he had a crazy...
Oh, wow. DeAndre
His
Hopkins
points last
is
year
off
didn't-
the board. That's a big
Oh,
one.
shit.
Wow. That's a nice little pickup.
DeAndre Hopkins. How was he that far down on the draft board?
He was injured last year, guys. That's why he was down on the board. He didn't score that many points.
Wow. Oh, someone's gonna be mad. Look at this motherfucker picked Hunter Renfro before DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah. Somebody. It's going to be like, you see this draft? You know what's going on?
That's probably what Tiny Diggs is thinking. Like, this motherfucker.
Well, he literally is probably thinking that, so.
Oh. We're all thinking right now. We're all coming up on picks. See where we're going.
Yeah. What we got up here? Oh, Diggs is... Oh, he's got 4 seconds. Picks coming
Yeah.
in. 3, 2, 1. Devin Singletary out of Buffalo. Followed by Kyler Murray. I think that's the first quarterback pick for Landon.
Yeah. That's not a bad pickup,
No.
considering.
He got that contract, didn't he?
Yeah, you got to, yeah.
A fat contract.
Yep.
Super fat. Let's see, what do we got left here?
Yeah, who do we got left?
What's Michael? See, it says Michael Thomas questionable. Like, for how long?
Remember, he re-injured
Just-
his hamstring
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah,
so
I think they were trying to
He's
rush
too risky.
recovery, and he re-injured it.
He's too risky. That's
Yeah,
the big
that's-
problem.
That might have
Um,
shit with him too.
Yeah, man. A lot of running backs coming up now.
Yep.
A lot of quality running backs coming up now.
Where are we going?
I wanted to wait earlier. God damn it.
Ooh. It's high stakes now. High stakes. Everybody's got to dig in their bags. Who do they know? What kind of players you going to get?
You know what? It's going to be the tale of two Devontaes. I'm going Devontae Smith.
Okay. Not a bad.
Now, as we were talking about him earlier, I think he's going to take that next step in his progression this year. Get a little bit of weight off of his shoulders. You know, he's not having to face the number one cornerback every single play now.
That is true.
You know, he might be able to. And he had a great year last year. Still,
Oh, he's gonna score. He's gonna get yards.
Right.
He's gonna make catches and score.
So, I
Yeah.
think he fell to what is this, round 10? I mean, he fell to the 10th pick. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, Detroit. Now, the bad part about, like, he's a great player. Don't get me wrong, but who's throwing him the ball, man?
Golf.
Jared
Same
Goff.
thing I said about Hawkinson.
And it's no disrespect to the guy, but it's like you started a little bit of a decline on the Rams, and then you got to the Lions, and it kind of just kept going. You know, I don't really have a lot of faith that he's going to bring it back. I don't think their offense improved that much this year. Maybe Hard Knocks lit a fire under his ass. I don't know. That Dan Campbell seems like he's fucking killing it as a coach. Everybody's coming together for the guy. So maybe that'll help. But I'm just Lions players always seem radioactive to me.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta keep thinking about this too. How many games did they lose last season and season before by less than one possession? Like they lost 4 games last season with either in 2 games in overtime. Remember, Justin Tucker kicked the 66-yard field goal week 3 against the Lions.
And
I believe it was overtime, right? Or was it either or?
Something.
I don't know
if
just
that
has
affects the wide
bad
receiver
luck
play
when it
too
comes
much,
out to
but-
closing out games.
So Mike's still fucking on auto draft apparently. He's just like, all right.
Nope, Mike.
No, he's popping in and out.
Yeah. Yep.
Man,
It feels
either
like
his
he's
internet
studying
connection's
something.
fucked up, or he's like, yeah, is he bouncing around to pit? Mike, when you eventually listen to this, let us know exactly what the fuck is going on all draft
Because you're just in and out.
right. It's like it's like your phone's an epileptic. It's just shutting on and off right now.
For sure.
I don't know what the fuck's going on. Jake's got auto issues. Landon, I don't even know what the fuck Landon's doing. Probably forgot how to spell and then couldn't get his email in.
Oh, I didn't realize.
I swear to God.
Landon's not in.
Over text, that is the worst,
Oh, shit.
misspelling motherfucker I've ever met in my life. He's Mr. Typo. It's every other sentence. All right, so who else we got? Kareem Hunt went off the board. So, Chris.
I just took Kareem Hunt.
Right.
Team Mike is on the. Oh.
I'm asking
yeah.
why.
Oh, my bad. I wasn't paying attention.
We have dead air here. You know how, hold on, do you have any idea how unappealing it is to listen to a motherfucker just, and just sit around a room?
My
Like,
bad. My bad.
God damn, this is
My
content,
bad.
Chris. Good
Well,
program. All right.
you gotta
bring
think
it
of it
up.
this way: Deshaun Watson's not coming
with,
back.
with a kicker. Sorry, about to interrupt.
Oh,
y'all's
Evan
back
McPherson
and forth.
off the board. That's who Mike took. Doomcoon Platoon's now on the board again.
With
We'll see what kind
back-to-back
of fuckery
picks.
Ryan's up to. Chris, go ahead with Kareem Hunt.
Well, what I'm saying is, you got who's starting for Cleveland behind Rosa until Deshaun comes back.
Rosen is no longer on the Cleveland Browns.
I think they picked him off in practice squad, but regardless, though,
No, isn't
Deshaun
it
Watson.
Jacoby Brissett?
Brissett, that's right. That's
Brissett.
right. So Brissett is being the type of player that's gonna, the type of quarterback that's just gonna dink the ball off to Kareem, and Kareem's just gonna get the yards after catch.
Yeah,
And I think
there'll probably be a lot of short throws.
And then the backfield's still going to be split at least 60-40 between Chubb and Hunt, and I'm okay with Hunt taking
Right.
40% of the snaps.
And they just
as well.
got Amari, but it's not like that's a team that
Murray
hasn't
probably
had
wouldn't.
wide receivers like that the past few years. So they're, you see what the offense is going to do with that high caliber of a wide receiver, and these guys still got their numbers. So
But they had
I ain't mad at
Odell
Aaron
that
Rodgers.
last year as well, so it's not like.
that's what I'm saying. Like they still had good wide receivers.
Oh, yeah,
Yet
yeah.
despite the what their passing game was like, they were still able to amass these kind of numbers. Both Chubb and Hunt. Juju Smith-Schuster coming off the
I
board.
think being paired up with Mahomes will be interesting.
I think Ryan's going to try to make a collab on TikTok to break through. He wants to study this man.
We'll find out.
I don't know, man. Like, he might be too busy making TikToks with Jackson Mahomes. I don't know if it's a
I
safe
don't know.
bet.
I think if you invest $500 million on a quarterback, they'll do what the fuck they told them to do. That's what I think.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's the
The
way to
hell
think about
are we
it.
talking about?
I feel like if they really told him, like, yo, like, we gave you $500 million,
Right.
you're going to have to choke your brother. Just choke him out.
Mm-hmm.
Piano wire, son. Like, old school Italian mafia shit. He is just such an unlikable little douchebag.
Jackson,
Like, punchable face and all.
what really made me hate his guts was
What
when
the fuck was that? Oh, it was the car.
Washington football team had Sean Taylor's number retired and everything like that, and he was dancing.
Right,
around
dude,
the logo.
you
I'm like,
can't
ooh,
tell
you
me-
can't do that.
He was
man.
like, "Oh, I didn't even know this is where they put us. They didn't put you on the logo, motherfucker.
No,
Don't
he
give us that
definitely
shit."
jumped over or hopped over to the taped off area and did that
Yeah,
shit.
that
he
guy's
knew
a
he was
fucking
doing.
asshole. And honestly, like that's the one thing. Patrick Mahomes, I like everything about that guy, except for how he handles his brother, and his wife. I can't stand it. Like, dude, I understand having your family's back and all that against all these like internet haters and all that. I get all that, dude. But you got to just check these motherfuckers, man.
How would you do
What you
it?
laughing at, Jeremy?
3, 2.
Ryan's son in the building.
That's you know what?
He
That
finds
was
me.
in the next pick or two. I
He
was
finds
going
me
to
very
take
funny.
it.
Oh, Adam Thielen. Oh shit. There we
That's
go.
that's a sleeper there.
More constant numbers, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Matt Stafford.
Wow. Stafford.
All right.
Not a bad pick. There's the whole thing about his elbow's sore, but I mean, guys,
Right.
You
he's
see him
Matthew
throw
Stafford.
One season.
That
He threw
NFL prime football,
But
100 yards. Like, come on.
I mean, that was fake. But it like just the whole thing of separating his shoulder or dislocating his shoulder or whatever, and then
Yeah,
throwing
there's some-
popping it back in,
with the
and then
kicker,
throwing
huh?
a
I
touchdown.
went with a kicker. You were exactly right. Yes, I did. Went
Well,
with a kicker.
I mean, we're in round 11. There's 5 more picks.
Right.
Not a bad time to take a kicker.
Yeah, if there's something you're after specifically, you have positions.
Although
Yeah.
we just
And there's
almost,
going to be shit available when you're done.
we
Yeah.
almost guaranteed that Chris is going to take a kicker.
Or defense, maybe.
It's actually going to be one of those two. That is correct.
He's going to
I
take
gotta be
Miami's
honest.
defense. He's going to take Miami's defense.
How'd you know I was
I
going to
could
take
just see
that?
it.
How'd you know? How'd
It's all right
you know?
because it's the best defense left in that group.
That's fair.
There's better kickers to go with. I really want to go with Young Hoku though,
Just because
just because of the fucking name, man.
That's
I
a
feel like
terrible
it's
way to
good
make
luck.
money, by the way.
Oh, I'm
Just
not
going
going
with
to
the
do
name.
that. But
I don't think
If
he's
I
even
were
really
to
a
do
bad
that,
kicker. He kicks
I
in a
wouldn't
dome in
even say
Atlanta.
that.
Like,
Well,
jeez, man.
where are we going? Where are we going?
um,
Ooh,
Going Chargers defense.
Chargers defense, and then Miles Sanders going off the board. That's
Derwin James,
that's a sleeper.
Bosa, and now Khalil Mack. I mean, their pass rush is going to be insane, and you know the pass rush is going to have the time to get there because the secondaries. Like, yes, you have Derwin James, but it's not just him. Like
Garrett
They got a
Wilson
solid
is
secondary
off
all
the
the way
board. We
around.
got a rookie alert off the board.
so Miles, damn,
that
bunch
was
of picks.
back to
Miles
back to
Sanders,
back.
and Chris
Garrett
Olave.
Wilson going to
Amari Cooper was taken.
Tiny Diggs, Chris Olave going to Tiny Diggs, Amari Cooper going back to Landon,
Wow,
back to me.
back rookies. Jeez, okay.
I'm gonna go with a guy that was kind of a sleeper for me. I really like rookie. I want to see, and he's an absolute dog. George Pickens.
That view is only by AJ. Just so you know,
No,
it's only
it is
AJ's
not
view.
only held by me.
Chris
it is
Olave
now-
is the wide receiver.
I'm
It is
praying
it is
Lamar
widely.
starts the
I'm not even
season.
saying he's gonna be better than Chris Olave. What I'm saying is he's a dog.
Ooh,
he's a
we got
dog.
Jalen Hurts off the board.
Jalen Hurts. I don't hate him, but he's how do I put this? And this is gonna sound
Inconsistent?
super hatery. He's Dollar General Lamar Jackson.
Taking
You know what I mean?
the
Like,
Ravens' number one receiver since
He's a scrambler, but
Hollywood Brown is not there anymore.
he's not my guy. And then okay, so we got Rashad Bateman, Baltimore wide receiver. What's he on the wide receiver depth chart over there?
He's number one. Because
Is
remember, he was number two
Hollywood,
behind Hollywood last
Brown
year.
left. So yeah,
I'm just praying that Lamar starts the season, though.
Sleeper.
and
no
he's
one's
starting-
talking about this right now.
Right, Michael Thomas.
No one's talking about
Right.
this right now.
we don't know when
What?
he's going to be back, though.
It doesn't matter.
What, the
In
Michael
this
Thomas
round,
Right.
in this round, it's not a bad pick, but
Right.
it's
No.
this is a team's number one potential Hall of Fame wide receiver right here.
Right.
And when he comes back, no matter what
So
week
you
it
gotta
is,
say you selected
That's-
him because you just brought up Michael Thomas. I was still talking about the last thing. It ain't even popped up on my screen yet. Then
So-
that's what he's talking about. Okay, yeah. So fucking Michael Thomas. Team Mike still got
It's your bench. You fill it with
18
potential.
seconds.
I mean, you fill your bench with potential, guys. Potential.
And plus, with Jameis thrown to him as well, Jameis can have 5,000 yards. He could have
Well, that's the thing.
1,500 too. You know,
He always puts up a lot of yards.
I mean, that's if he starts. You know,
He puts up a lot of yards and touchdowns. Picks don't go to a receiver.
No.
But that's the thing. He throws so many picks that he ends up fucking his team. But Mike Evans and Chris Godwin got fantasy famous for a reason, and it was before Tom Brady got there. So, yeah, I mean, picking a wide receiver that Jameis is throwing to isn't really a bad route to go.
No, definitely not at all.
My only thing is, can he stay healthy? I mean, in this round, it's worth taking the risk, but can he stay healthy?
That's a fair question. It really is. But I went for quality and where we are in the draft.
Because he's already well beyond.
Yeah, when he gets in, he's going to score his points. He's going to make his receptions. And right now, he's questionable, which means he's only a couple weeks away. Questionable. He wasn't doubtful or anything.
Out or anything like that.
Questionable. And
Hunter Henry.
Ooh,
Hunter Henry. That's a solid.
He hasn't even popped up on mine yet. There it is.
That's,
I
you
think
know,
I'm checking behind you, yeah.
that's, we got back-to-back picks again, guys.
Hunter Henry's not bad. Got a decent quarterback who I think is going to take another step in year two.
Just a horrible
I'm worried
offensive
about
line.
New England's line,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
It's the offensive.
that's one problem.
And who is their offensive coordinator, by the way? Anybody know?
Matt Patricia, right?
That's the
They're
point.
not. They're just
Who knows?
offensive coaches.
Right.
No one knows who their offensive coordinator is.
Who's actually calling the plays?
Exactly.
And if they have, like,
And the Matt Patricia, who's a defensive coach.
if they do offensive coach,
Makes
like
no
coordinator
sense
by
at all.
committee, I don't know how well that's going to work. The cohesion of that's going to be a lot of moving parts.
So the quarterback thrown to the tight end probably be a little. It's a good pick here because if you have a bad offensive line, you have to get the ball out fast. The person closest to you always either be a running back or a tight end. So
Makes sense. All right. Dune Coon Platoon. God
45
damn, this is a
seconds
tongue
left.
twister, bro. I swear to God.
Dude, can-
Dune Coon is
just so everybody knows, that's the name of his team.
that is the name of his team, and
His fantasy
while
football
it
team for the
I don't know what y'all are talking about.
2020
Y'all
year.
just started calling my team that.
nope, that is not how that
I'm
happened.
going by
That's not how
what
that
it says right here.
No, we got the card for on this podcast to call his team the Dune Coon Platoon, and it not be racist. Some of you
No
may have never
racist
heard that
undertones,
racial
so
slur
none at
before.
all.
When we did, I almost pissed my
I'm gonna go
pants.
Niners defense is what I'm gonna go.
Niners
That's-
defense.
It's not a bad pick. They
Niners
got
defense.
Fred Warner right in the middle of that defense. It's not a bad defense.
They got oh my god, Nick Bosa, right?
Yeah, Nick Bosa.
Bosa, yeah.
What other? Didn't they make a couple additions in free agency?
I
this
feel
year
like
to
they
defense?
did.
Or a draft. Wasn't there some player they picked up? Or am I just
49ers?
yeah? Or am I just thinking of the Khalil Mack with Joey Bosa shit?
On defense?
Yeah.
I can't recall anybody they picked up on defense. I mean, I'm sure they've added people, but I don't know of any kind of big signings. But
All right.
I'm gonna take a look real quick.
what are we waiting on? Waiting on the second pick. We
Yeah,
got a
man.
minute left.
Yeah, this is all about filling the
How you
right
feel? How you
the
feel?
right slots here. I tried so hard to make that not sound sexual. I almost said fill in the right spot, fill in the right hole, fill in the right slot. I couldn't even avoid it. All right.
Wrap your lips around
No, that is no.
it.
That is not what I
Take a
said.
flying leap on this
You know what?
Raheem
Yeah.
Mostert
one.
out of
The ceiling
Miami.
is fucking.
It's
This
through
is-
the
gonna
roof.
go with
That
Chase
floor's
Edmonds,
low.
though.
That
Chase
floor can
Edmonds
be
was
real
projected
low.
to
He's
points.
the longer shot, but
He's
the
faster.
motherfucker is fast for real, more than Tyreek Hill fast. Like, dude's fast.
Yeah. Yeah, wasn't it 2 years ago he clocked the highest mile per hour?
23
in the
miles
league?
an hour. Wasn't
That's
it?
ridiculous.
That's fucking
Team Mike
dumb.
is
That's
on the
ridiculous.
block.
Yeah, you can deal with the injury, but this late, man,
All right, Mike's still in and out.
See if Mike will pop in here.
I don't even know if he knows he's up yet. I think the last thing it says is that he left the draft, so I don't think he's looking at his phone.
It doesn't say auto on it, so.
No, he's been drafting. He's been popping back in and out.
Yeah, he's
The
been making
only
his
autos
picks.
have been Jake and Landon. All right, well.
We're waiting. Got a minute left. Let's see what he does.
We're going to have to look back over this draft and see what were the big steals here.
For sure. There's been a few.
I think
picks.
right now the steal of the draft, and I can say this honestly, Josh Allen with the number 1 pick. Because
for sure.
that is the funniest fucking thing that could have possibly happened.
Yeah.
I still couldn't believe that.
He's the
Oh, dude.
Because I remember I was driving up here, so like I wasn't really paying
It's a funny
attention until
thing.
mine
He
came.
makes points. It's trade leverage. It's
Art.
everything. It's fine.
Right.
And don't forget, Josh Allen was the fantasy point
Our
leader
Bills-
in
That's what I'm saying.
2020 and
He's worth the
2021.
pick. It's leverage. It's funny. It's a fucking yeah.
It was the
Yeah,
You're gonna get your points.
It's funny how the universe just conspired to make sure he was the number 1 pick and Chris didn't get him.
Steven's
Yeah.
a huge
For
fucker.
sure.
Bills
So
fan.
many
It's like he would have
things.
took Josh
Yeah.
Allen as well, so he
So
was still on board. He did last year.
so
Yeah.
many things had to fall just so for that to happen behind the scenes.
Oh, I'm on
It
the
was-
clock.
Yeah.
I'm already
yeah.
50 seconds ahead.
Yes, you are on the clock.
Oh,
All right. I
oh
need to
no,
get
you
there.
fucking didn't.
Nah.
Damn it. You piece of shit. That
I was
my
gonna take
next
him
pick.
next round. Fuck you. I was
You
gonna take
piece
him
of
next
shit.
round.
That was my next
I was
pick.
literally gonna take him next round.
I don't know what you're mad. I have Joe Burrow. I needed another solid quarterback to ride the bench and play one game this
Ride
season.
the bench and play one game this season.
It is the pick.
You did that for trade leverage, you dirty fuck.
And,
you
and
know
who
I want
knows
Derek
if somebody
Carr.
was
You know
offering
I-
me like a really good player
Oh,
for
you're a
Derek
fucking
Carr?
asshole.
You know?
dude.
But you convinced me. You said Devontae Adams going to have a good season. So Derek Carr by that.
Oh,
Circumstance where I have to have a good season.
okay, that's what it's like.
Somebody just throw it to him.
I knew your fucking
It's not gonna
sleepers
be
and
Hunter
didn't pick them, you
Renfro.
son of a bitch.
Like
You need
maybe
one
like
sleeper.
Lamar Jackson and
Fuck
Dalvin
you.
Cook.
I decided to
And
take a
then
gamble.
for Josh
I decided to
Allen.
take a gamble.
3-for-1 right here.
Don't you fucking judge my gamble.
I have Joe Burrow. It is a great.
Actually, you know what? I shouldn't have picked them because none of y'all were gonna pick them. None of you motherfuckers were gonna pick
I
them.
was
Not
literally.
for another 2 rounds.
Who?
Oh, you would have picked them?
Hunter Renfro.
Renfro.
Hunter? Oh, I wouldn't pick them at all. No.
Yeah.
I was going
I
to pick
shouldn't
him
have
at
picked
least like round 13, 14.
Wow.
Like
It was
before
talking about
the draft was
Devontae
over.
Adams thing. That's why I was like, well, yeah, Renfro wasn't going to throw it at
Well,
him.
I mean,
so
if you look at the quarterbacks ahead of him, Dak and
Listen,
Russell,
listen.
Trey Lance, okay, he's coming out. He's basically
Little
his rookie
balding
season.
white guys everywhere have a hero to look up to thanks to Mr. Hunter Renfro. So you know what? He's got a spot on my team.
Just don't start him.
You shut your fucking mouth.
Well, by the way, he's talking about Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfro, and Darren Waller. You have to take Derek Carr, right?
I agree.
So I think
Okay.
Someone has to
outside
go,
of Big
someone
Bob,
has to go to the
outside of
7
Big
yards.
Bob Tunyon, all Aaron Rodgers has really got to throw to is Mr. Allen Lazard. So I think he's going to have a step up this year. Pick round 13. Fuck it. Let's get him in the rotation. Dallas Goddard going to Landon, followed by Tiny Diggs taking Rashad Penny. Not bad. Probably going to have a good year this year.
Chris
Well,
Carson
The passing
retired
offense.
last year as well.
The passing offense isn't going to be what it was before. We
Yeah,
established that.
And
So
we have Russell
shit, I'm back
Wilson
up that
and
quick.
Tyler Lockett.
wow, that went fast.
Yeah.
All right.
Russell Wilson and Tyler Lockett went off the board.
I'm so mad
With
at you
Rashad
for
Penny,
that
that's
fucking
a-
Derek Carr shit.
You know what? Rashad Penny's not a bad
You
pick
threw a
up.
whole shit off with that.
Okay. It's not actually bad.
You know what? Go ahead and get Dak off the board.
Wow.
I think round 14, Dak. I
Yeah.
need another quarterback. Of the guys I see, Trey Lance,
He gets
unproven,
points.
may
gets
suck.
points.
I'm surprised they got him listed with this many fantasy points, and he's an unknown
Oh,
quantity.
wow, went with Zach Ertz.
Kirk Cousins, I like. He's Mr. Predictable, but I don't know. Maybe Dak in a few matchups, I might be able to squeeze some
There
extra
we go.
points
Who do
out.
I don't know.
Zach Ertz going
I
to
do.
Jake.
I know I need a. I know I need a second backup quarterback for sure.
I mean, Zach Ertz he's an all right pick. I'm not a huge Zach Ertz guy. Not a lot of great. Well, you got a couple quarterbacks that you can still take out there.
You know what? Before I take a quarterback, take an old reliable.
It's honestly not a
Tony
bad
Pollard
pick.
is actually the
He's
running back
really-
that I would want from Dallas.
Oh,
I would
I
want
agree.
Tony and not
He could be a starting running back for at least a quarter of the teams with me.
right. I don't know whether they just ran Zeke to death with touches or whether he needs more touches to be able to do what he does. I don't know what it is. But Zeke ain't been Zeke in a few years.
Well,
Pollard
yeah.
is
And
2 inches shorter, like 15 pounds lighter. He's just a lot
Now
faster,
we got-
and way more agile.
we got Antonio Gibson here. This late in the draft, yeah, but isn't he a little hit and miss right now coming into the season?
He's a dual threat. He could be a wide receiver, but he is a starting running back. But he catches a lot of balls.
Is he starting at running back?
Yes,
He actually is
yes,
starting
he's
for
their
them
starter.
this year? Okay.
He's their starter. And I think with Carson Wentz, you need to stabilize that run. And if you're throwing out the backfield, they have a solid offensive line. They really do. So with him running out, or hey, I'm going to throw you a quick little, and he just has the ability. It's both. He's not going to do 100 yards. He'll do 50 through the air and 50 on the ground.
So Mike picked up Ramondre Stevenson. I think that's how you
I had him
that.
last year. He averaged maybe 4
What was he, a
points game.
rookie last year or something?
I
Or-
Well,
believe
he
so.
splits with Damian Harris.
Mm.
So it's kind of like a community running back like New England's always done. He'll have a big game, and then you won't hear from him for 3-4 games.
And don't
So
forget,
he's the Kareem
don't
Hunt
forget-
of the Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
he would be. He's
Little
behind
less.
Burkhead
a
too.
little less
less.
than Kareem Hunt.
Because
It
Kareem
was-
Hunt will get in the game.
It was
He can line up
Damian
as a
Harris,
receiver.
Burkhead, and then Stevenson on the depth chart last year. So he was the third string running back.
Dude, Burkhead is a motherfucker that will just randomly get you like 72 points one week. Like you'll have him on your team, and then like it'll be the bye week, so you just throw him in, and then that'll be like, oh my god, you'll come back and win the
He
whole
gets a
fucking
lot of
game after that guy.
touchdowns, especially in the red zone.
Dude's always been a sleeper, like great fucking sleeper pick. But yeah, we're 7 seconds
I'm
left.
gonna
on
take Edmonds too. Fuck it.
Chase Edmonds. Okay, so multiple of Miami's running backs going off the board here.
You know what? And I'm gonna.
And you're gonna take Tua, right?
No, I'm gonna take
You want
Brandon
Tua.
Ayuk.
Brandon
Solid.
Ayuk.
Solid.
Okay.
Yeah,
Super
like
solid.
He's
And
an
then
800
20 points for me.
Oh, and then
Again.
Mike doing the same thing with New England, taking Damian Harris here.
Still not a bad pickup either.
Not a bad pickup at all. But it's one of those things is having both of the guys on your team, which, you know what I mean, that have taken up a spot. Which one's going to be the guy that week? And I know it's a running back by committee, but like you're saying, one's got to be in the game a little more than the other. It's iffy.
Robert Woods.
No comments on the Robert Woods, really?
Oh, sorry.
Not one, like,
Oh, I literally said
My
Robert
bad.
Woods, and then like
Yeah,
I'm on the clock, and I start looking at the shit. I've always liked Robert Woods.
I was switching pages or whatever when the pick came in. Robert Woods, I think he's a great receiver. Honestly, he played great for the Rams. Now that he's in Tennessee,
he's
maybe a quarterback downgrade in a sense.
From AJ.
Little more mobile with Tannehill, but I think Stafford's more of the big deep ball guy.
but that was never Woods'
Right.
style. He's a short slant.
And then who do they have left in Tennessee as
Ex-
far as the
Exactly.
wide receiver corps?
Exactly.
Is he the number one on the depth chart?
They drafted a wide receiver in the first
I-
round off the AJ
That's
Brown
right.
trade.
They drafted an AJ Brown clone as
But-
the fucking
And they
that's
had
right.
Corey Davis as well.
But he's still, again, I believe their best wide receiver is Woods at this point going into the season.
All
So
right.
it's worth it.
Ready for a shocker?
Yes, ready for a shocker. Go ahead.
My backup quarterback.
Tua Tagovailoa going
Backup
to fucking
Quarterback.
All right, me and you, Chris, have now made a pick of someone who wasn't gonna get picked. So good job.
I never said
I
he
hope
wasn't
you're
going to get
proud.
picked. Obviously, he was going to get picked.
Chris, he wasn't going to get
He
picked.
was not gonna get picked.
He may have been picked in like free agency in a couple weeks if he's proven everybody
All
wrong.
right, so what's left?
If their offense is clicking, he can for sure be.
Trey, Kurt,
Contributor.
Trevor Lawrence,
They have options.
and Tua.
Well,
AJ is on the clock. I don't know if he
Since
knows
I
it, but
couldn't
he's
get-
on the clock.
complete my little Raiders trifecta earlier because of a certain motherfucker that already didn't tell me about a tight end and now he's pulling this Derek Carr bullshit. I'm gonna go ahead and
Who
take
was that?
Daniel Carlson as kicker.
Oh, well, good. You went with a kicker.
I think we'll be in field goal range.
Defense.
We'll be in field goal
That's
range
not
a
bad.
lot this year.
No. And look at this.
Cordell Patterson.
Cordell Patterson finally went off the board. Congratulations. That's a boom or bust kind of week to week.
Right.
Sure.
Boom or bust.
Well, you could have like 75
Oh, here comes
rushing,
the- we're on the
75
last picks
receiving,
here,
2
guys.
touchdowns.
With their quarterback situation the way they're going to run more. There's going to be a lot
With
more
the
of
first
those
pick of the
sneaks.
last round, Dawson Knox goes to Tiny Dig.
Of course he did.
He did.
Followed by
Which he
Matt
scored
Gay and
9
Landon.
touchdowns.
Landon's got Gay. I'm gonna fuck with him about that until he trades him.
And
Fucking-
AJ's currently on the clock. We'll see where he's going here.
Well, let's see here. Y'all say something about gay or something. Like, goddamn, dead air. Let me...
AJ.
AJ.
JJ.
Oh,
What are
I'm
you
sorry.
feeling over here, man?
He's actually thinking about his pick, so
Right.
he's gonna be quiet for a few minutes. But no, I think
You know what?
the
I
Dawson
respect the
Knox,
concentration.
the Dawson Knox pick. I think at this point, that's probably the steal of the draft. I mean, we're in the last pick, and he got a tight end. I'm not saying he's a top 5 or top 10, but he scores touchdowns, and touchdowns is what you need in
Yeah,
this.
like 600 yards receiving you got last year, and
Stop trying to convince me he's a good tight end.
Alright,
Please.
so
Please. We've had
Good
this
tight
talk.
end, technically.
He's
But-
solid at best.
I think this guy's gonna have a sneakily good year. A lot of people aren't even really thinking about him, even though he's sort of a big name. Fucking Mike Gesicki.
Well, he's in his, contract year.
I need a second tight end. Mike Gesicki, like you said, in the contract
I
year.
see him. Dude's got fucking hands. Dude's
Now,
got hands.
Tyreek Hill and Waddle are gonna just take all of the top off the defense. What did that do for Kelsey? It did wonders having a guy that
For
can
sure.
take top off the defense like that.
If you have to have more secondary, the big guy in the middle is going to be
Right, and so if Tua's on his strength is
Yes, you are on the
arm
clock.
power, well, he's gonna throw a lot of probably real far deep balls. Gesicki's gonna be open a lot this year. He was already coming off a great year last year anyway.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not hating the pick at all. It's actually, value-wise, probably right up there. Actually better for me.
I
than
mean,
the
for
Dawson
pick
Knox.
16, because I almost picked him instead of Dalton Schultz. It came down to Dalton Schultz and Mike Gesicki, and the fact that Gesicki fell this far, I was like, I gotta scoop him.
You'll probably be starting Gesicki over Schultz by midseason. Once Dallas gets their wide receivers back, Gallup and stuff
Yeah.
like that, you'll probably be starting Gesicki.
I mean, yeah, we'll see. though.
My opinion, I mean, you could do whatever, but my opinion.
But once again, trade fodder, all that. I thought
40
Gesicki would
seconds
fall
left.
a little bit. I didn't think he would fall this far, though. Then Brandon McManus to Jake. Not a bad kicker.
No, not
Pretty
for
reliable. And
Denver's
he's
going to
playing.
move the ball.
Well, that's where my head was at. I was looking at McManus just because he had the fantasy points he had with no quarterback.
And you play half your games in Denver.
Well, what you
That's
want-
always
what-
kicker friendly.
Yeah, what you want is for a kicker. Now, remember, 30, 40, and 50, there's different points. So if it makes a 50, there's
Right.
different points. You can,
Right.
A kicker can win you a game.
And
for
they,
sure.
and like I said, you play half your home games in an environment where you get an extra 5-6 yards on that ball sometimes.
You know what? That's a good
Big
pick there.
Bob Tunyon.
That's a good pick there.
I feel
To-
like
to
Rodgers
Bills
is
in your
going to
mafia.
utilize him more this year.
I highly agree. Great,
They don't have
great,
any other
great
options.
pick. If I didn't take Gesicki, I'd have probably picked Tunyon. That's a great pick.
So what, Cobb's still there, isn't he?
Yes.
Yes. But Cobb ain't.
No, he's not.
Cobb ain't
Lazard.
cobbing like Cobb used to cobb. You know what I mean?
know.
Like,
All I'm saying is, with less targets available, less options, you may see a change in duties. We've seen Fat Randall Cobb. We've seen All-Star Randall Cobb. We've seen all of it, and you never know where they're at. Man.
another Florida boy off. First we got Robbie Anderson. Two a little, 2 a late. Dennis, care to fill us in on that one?
Yeah, you got another number one wide receiver going with Baker Mayfield, who he can get the ball. I think he's going to survive well, especially with Chenault going over from Jacksonville, being their number 2. It's not going to be all just on Robbie. And Robbie is a home run hit like anytime he touches the ball. He's that kind of speed. He gets that kind of open. It's the best. To me, it was the best pick that I could have got at that point. The number one wide receiver, you're going to get yards. You're going to get targets.
So after that, we have Kadarius Toney, another Florida boy going to Mike. I gotta say, dude, I like the guy. I know he's not projected to do very well this year.
He's on the trade block.
He's got Daniel Jones as his quarterback. He's on the trade block, but he could get traded to a good situation, hopefully. If
And
there's
he
anybody
still
that's
has
going
some
to trade for
explosive
him,
games last year with Daniel Jones as quarterback.
you probably could have picked him up in free agency, and that's what I would have tried to do. I think that would have probably been the smart play.
I'm not high on that. Oh, okay. No
And that's the
problem.
end of the draft. And Nick Folk did the Dune Coon Platoon. I'm going to practice that in the mirror before the next podcast. Yeah, that wraps it up, man. If anybody wants to give like what they think the MVP pick of the draft was, what do you guys think? Of the draft, what do you think was like the biggest wow moment for you?
That's a good question. I mean, honestly, it's going to be you, Ryan, taking Josh Allen. MVP
I mean, it's not a
overall.
surprise.
It's not a surprise. It's not a surprise.
I don't know. I like your first pick of Taylor at running back. Dude's gonna be a fucking monster.
Oh, Taylor fell to you? I didn't even
Yeah,
see
gives
it.
me
Yeah, I got
nightmares.
Jonathan.
Dude, we've been talking about that all week. He's like, there's no way Taylor's going to fall to me. And he fucking fell.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Oh.
third pick, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
it's
too
yeah,
much.
he
of that.
should-
He's probably
he's
the-
top 5 with.
He's the
without a
safest
doubt.
option in all
Right.
of fantasy, man.
Yeah.
Like,
He's going to get touches. You got,
mine,
a new quarterback going to that, and, you're going to rely on that running game. You just are. So,
right.
I was
Mine,
like one pick off of Tyreek Hill. I might see Tyreek Hill before I could get him. That's why I was like, damn.
So-
Because I was after Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill. If I'd have hit on that.
so what about you? What about you, AJ? What's your
mine,
pick?
it's sort of a toss-up. One, the Derek Carr moment, just because, not because in terms of the round and all that, just because it was, right? I was just about to, I was like, oh, I fucking milked it out. No one's picked him to this point. Oh, I'm about to get him. And then I looked down and, yeah.
But to be honest,
But
that pick wasn't to spite you. It was
No, I
because
know,
to me
but
that
it
was
was
the best
just a
quarterback.
fucking course. You
Yeah.
know, like, so, no, the big moment for me was Tiny Diggs.
Yeah.
Tiny Diggs endeared himself to me. Honestly, he's got to be the MVP of the draft, in my opinion. The guy almost didn't miss on a single pick.
He actually
The
just
biggest-
had me, and he said,
I want
shit,
you.
I know everyone here's. Oh, right. He's like, just want to know. Just know if my team stays healthy, I'm winning the league.
I was about to say, tell him he
Good
drafted like the
confidence.
fucking man. Because my actual vote is the Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase back-to-back picks. Was wild.
Got
Wild.
lucky. Good timing with both picks and both of those being available. Right
Dude, I never imagined both of them would be available by the time the snake part came through. And bravo to you, sir. You fucking did it. That was amazing.
For sure.
That was
For
amazing.
sure.
I still can't believe Russell Wilson fell that far, though. Honestly,
Tom Brady.
like,
Right,
Tom
there
Brady
was-
falling.
And that was the thing. I don't think any of us are used to an 8-team league. Most of these people are usually off the board long before
Way
most of
before.
us have a chance to pick them up. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, so guys, we've done about an hour and a half of draft coverage now. We're literally at 10 more seconds, so we're just gonna go ahead and fade out here an hour and a half even.
Yep.
I hope you guys have enjoyed the podcast. Keep
Yeah.
listening. Everybody in the league,
Eat.
fucking spread this shit, and goodbye.